You're live.
Good day, everyone. Good day, everyone out there. It's another beautiful day again with us at Upper Reporters and Talk, the program where we discuss and give our unbiased and unreserved opinion on issues or matters affecting the social, political, and economic welfare in Edo State. Yes, we discuss matters that affect Nigerians, home and abroad, and across Nigeria. Today is the 18th day of March 2024, and we are live in the studio for our 13th episode or 13th edition of the program. There are always exciting topics for us in the house. There are always exciting discussions for us in the house. Well, first, I'd like to introduce myself. I go by the name of Obizo J, and I'm going to be a moderator for today and your host. And on my left hand of my screen is my co-host by the name. Co-host, please could you introduce yourself?
I agree to know. My name is Turmoil Edo. I stream from Japan, and my host is stream from Texas. Let to tell you, say this platform is a global platform. We get every other panelist really join us from different parts of the world or continent. Today we'll get a bunga matter we want to talk. Like me, a pigeon me like to use so that we will cover everybody. So everybody gonna understand us. No waste time. Sorry for the little bit delay. We'll get technical glitch a little bit. Now we don't sort them out. Now we just start now. We'll dive into the matter immediately. Thank you. I pass the mic back to my host.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Tony Edo. Yes, that's my. We are experiencing. There's a bit of internet issues around the globe. There's a problem in. I think they're still experiencing that with the telecommunication system in Nigeria. So it gives a bit of setbacks even to us here. That is the reason why we are coming late. But here we are here. There are topic issues, there are topic matters coming from Edo politics. These days, we hit on Edo politics because the intensity is brewing up. Updates are coming. The APC have their deputy. I think there's been a resolve in the matters. The disgruntled members and all stakeholders of the party, they met and they have agreed on, according to the media, they have agreed and settled it, and now the party has its deputy. And the deputy is, we'll get to that. On the table, yes, there are other important stories. So the National Assembly, there have been stories coming from the National Assembly, and the drama that's been going on back and forth where people are not happy about the figures or the amount the senators receive and are given or told or used or said to handle projects. That is one of the issues, one of the things we're going to talk about. Again, the insecurity in our society, the insecurity in Nigeria, the insecurity that's building up. That even a big stakeholder in the PDP was abducted by gunmen. Those are matters that ought to be dealt with. Those are matters that ought to be discussed. Those are serious matters that we have to put in front of us, because for a business to grow, for education to remain at its standard peak, security has to be in place. When we talk about modern societies having the best of what they have today, whether it's good roads, good network, good education, good infrastructure, good policies, security plays a major role in the growth of every society. When there is insecurity, when insecurity is at its peak, there is lack of growth. Well, this is not my. This is a platform for every member of every Nigerian that is interested to discuss the matters arising in our society or the matters arising in our country and our communities. Today, my co-host Tedo, should we hit on the APC? Because that is the latest one that I think that came out yesterday, or we have to talk about the insecurity and the abduction of the PDP chairman. I want you to give me a bit of suggestion,
Uh,
a little one
uh,
suggestion before we have people come into the studio.
yes, before the people start coming in, before I start to come on, got pata then, or we could quickly talk about the adoption, the kidnapping of kidnap because of sorry, because of the algorithm of YouTube, so kind sensitive words. The guy that kidnapped for Edo State, Benin City, APC national chairman, a state chairman for that matter. It's really, really worrying. It really worry me. You get one kudos I forgive Obaseki for a long time. For the past 7 years, they will not get political basketballs or political buying. I give on that. But now, the way they now, are not considered na desperation or whether na hunger or whether the normal usual activities na reach they can coho or oga state chairman. But even at that, that will show that the security problem where we done dey scream for ever since now it don't reach our doorstep. I think the hard time made the governor put some things on ground to checkmate the security, to checkmate the buying wey dey happen since November. Now, last November last year, now so they generate now. Putting this a statement like this from PDP, it not sound well for our state. We want free and fair election this September. We don't want basketballs. But since I dey follow news, I never see yesterday this people demand ransom. Just like your guy Idris say,
Has he been
expect
released, or has he been released?
no,
What are the
no, I've
updates
not
on
had
him? Or he's still in oblivion, like with the
yeah,
kidnappers?
yeah, I think it's still with the it's still
Sorry,
with the
what?
kidnappers.
Is it with the nappers? Yes, let us say
With the nap yeah, Napa,
sensitive because of the algorithm
YouTube.
on
Yeah,
the
yeah. Is it there with
social
is it
media.
there with yeah, it's still there with the Napa. Still there with the Napa and keep people. The last time I checked, I never check say they don't get any offer. But within like our guy Idris talk, which kind of robber will come your bedroom? Busa, 6 feet. We no go ask for money. This people never see demand for money. So I don't know anything they want. But I hope this in fighting inside this PDP not being lead to this kind of matter. And I hope the governor put all the mechanism on ground, quickly to checkmate am so that this matter they go put down
I
to
don't, I
rest.
don't,
I
I
mean
don't,
that
I don't get it. I don't understand. You say the in-house crisis
yes.
in-house crisis can lead to something this dangerous, and are you sure? I don't want to be.
And I'm just saying I hope make it not be because some people now they go courts to me they disqualify so certain people. Some people they declare say some people do their own for their own house, their own screening for their house. Desperation will lead to so many things. So we just hope say not be this kind of thing, now they lead to those kind of thing. So I just hope, but it's up to the it's law enforcement to update us within they go on. Anyway, my host, that's why I don't first yeah.
It's interesting the way things compound itself. Yes, you see, um, in a case where things are not going right, allegations become become begin to make sense to people in a society where things are not handled properly. Funny allegations begin to sound like a norm. It begins to make sense to the people. It is only strange that it is only strange that such a man uh, that is a stakeholder in such a a big, according to one of our guests at some point, he said PDP is the biggest political party in Africa. It is only sad that a high-ranking personnel or a high-ranking official of such a party that has led the country for more than over a decade to still have such measures of insecurity affecting them. If a man with that kind of level is being taken away or abducted, imagine a person who is not half his standard or half his worth or half his level. I hope I'm not being I hope I'm using the right words. This shows you how insecurity is becoming a huge part of the daily lives or the daily ways in our dear country. If a man, because I want to believe that he drives around with security personnel and in fast cars. If such a thing can happen to him, what about us? We are in charge of our own. We do it the other way. We leave it to God. Our lives are in the hands of our Creator. Well, I hope the security operatives work faster. I hope this is resolved. I hope he's allowed to, or they are settled. Everything is settled and is allowed to go home to his loved ones. Because I could imagine what his family members are going through right now. They are in total chaos or total troubles. But it's okay. We pray for the family and we hope for his safe return. Now to the major topic of the day, the APC, the incumbent or the party on the federal level. The Edo State APC governorship candidate or has picked a former candidate, a disgruntled candidate, as as his deputy. This move that has happened, what does it mean to the people? How do we see this? I want to this now. Good, Mr. Victor. We have you there we have you in the studio. We have Mr. Jacko as well. Thank you for coming. Yes, the questions are coming down. We are going to have a full digest of what is going on. What the APC has just let out of the information the APC has just let out to the people. What this move that has been made, what do we think, or what do we, the people, is this a good move for the people? Are the APC members happy about such a great, an outcome? Are they pleased? Is this what the plan has been from the onset? First, I like to go straight to my co-host. My co-host, just say something. You don't have to say so much because we have Mr. Victor and we have Mr. Jacko and probably Mr. Captain Barbosa coming on to talk about it. But first, my co-host, what do you think about that move? Mr. Osa, Deputy, Mr. Mondiapolo, governorship candidate.
This is not the interesting time for our state. This is not the reason we create this platform. These are one of the reasons why we must question our leaders and the process. how we take the select the people we go govern us. First of all, I congratulate APC to settle their in-house differences. I say at all, na a bad pass. Page me the user. Yes, last week I talk say Asue and go take Mikano generator. You know they talk, but they produce capacity. But how long, like our noisy neighbor talk, how long the generator economy will sustain us? So now we have two guys, one young youth o'clock, and one we not speak at all. The first time we hear him speak, and today, we just barely hear him for a few seconds. And these two of them, the house, the legislators of the house. It's a funny thing. PDP, two barristers, APC, two honorable members.
What about Labour? Is Labour not going to? Is Labour not, what about the Labour, the deputy for Labour?
Live on at the prodigal son, we will come back to the house. We see the wait.
Okay,
We
okay.
see the wait. Now, Muku go. Congratulations to Dennis Dausa. Those say me never say officially said I ain't they declare, but at least he said they settled themselves, they talk, the Ganduje hold the hand and Okpebholo make statement. Good leadership. I give that one to Okpebholo. For that one alone, I give him because Asue no fit hold the major team together. We have one of him boys on air crying or complaining, and that's a story for another day or topic for another day.
No, there's no
Now,
story for that day. We always pitch out one or two things that we have because another day more stories might come up.
use good, yeah, yeah.
Yes. So which of his boys? I like to put this in.
Uh, Obaseki, major boy at that time, the name of Abat Obaze.
Oh, he's complaining about Mr. Barrister Aswe Godalo now.
Yeah, is this Aswen Satrata? And again, Aswen make one very funny statement. We should say that this big manism, za dictatorship, now we want to see for in hand. When they ask him, say, how come, how this your boy, how you want do am? He say, if the boy don't verse finish, he go come back on meet am. Make Aswen remember, say na public office he want run for. It means say he own everybody. He own
Yes.
everybody. Explanation.
Co-host, don't
Yeah.
distract us. Don't distract
Okay.
us. Take us
So
back
let's go back to
to the
let,
candidacy, the unit
yeah.
arrangement, and the deputy governor emergence.
Yes. Um Babosa, if you want to take anything, if you unmute and talk. I like your
No,
question you asked me
yes,
very
okay,
well.
okay, you're done, co-host. Good. We have Captain Barbosa, we have Mr. Victor, we have Jaco in the studio with us. Mr. Jaco came in first. I don't know if he has something to say, but let us do this the right way so that we can have it one after the other. On the private chat on your side, on the side of your screen, please indicate if you have something to say.
Yeah.
If you have a suggestion or anything to say about the discussion at hand, it is on the right hand side of the screen. Please indicate. But what we are talking about now, in case you just got into the viewings, we are talking about the emergence or what the APC has portrayed. On the dailies, there have been stories like or pictures that have been flying around about reconciliation with the PDP national chairman, Senate, and the senatorial two senators from the from the APC in Edo State, with Dennis Idahosa, all having shaking hands and taking pictures, happy with themselves. And there were stories, there were rumors, or rather, there were write-ups that Mr. Dennis, or right Dennis Idahosa, has emerged as the APC deputy governor candidate for the next elections. So this is the topic we are talking about at the moment. What is this a good move for the APC? Is this to balance power? It is to settle people that are disgruntled. So I want us in the studio to come, or people at home watching on YouTube, Facebook, bring your suggestions here and we can deliberate on it, because this is our state. The elections are elections. Whether we participate or not, at the end of the day, a winner must emerge. And whatever winner that emerges, we will have to come together to live or to be under their rule and under their governance. So at this point in time, it is best we make our suggestions. It is best we see projections. It is best we make our opinions and let us know if you what where you belong, because over time people have been sitting on the fence. At this point in time, there is no sitting on the fence. Even if you're a police officer, even if you're an INEC official, it is time for everybody to be a part of the voting system, because the governance is for everybody. The police, the military, the doctors, the lawyers, everybody should have a time. The essential workers during elections, there should be a time for them to vote, and their votes ought to count, because we have to be a part of the governance. That is having stakehold or shares in the power that be. So, is anybody, Mr. Osa? Are you? Yes, the photo.
Yeah, I was here first now.
Okay,
Let's do
okay.
it
Mr. Jaco, sorry,
accordingly.
sorry, Mr. Jaco, you didn't indicate. I apologize, Mr. Jaco. Mr. Jaco, please give us your opinion, your candid opinion, suggestions. Thank you, sir.
So I greet the full house, my brother.
Yeah,
I
well,
greet Mr. Edo, because I know for a long time now they try me invite me because of work. Last time when I just joined about a few minutes ago when I joined the session, I see this side bus they come for work. You know, say this is the country where I did now work and work, no chance. So now later today I see chance now. Say I bet when I want to take my chance today, me I also talk with it in my mind. I greet the whole full house. So
thank you. Welcome to the show, my
We
brother.
greet you, Mr. Jaco.
yeah, yeah, thanks very much, brother. So my feelings is that what I see for Chinese today, me I use pidgin. So the one way everybody, both people is the watch us for house, see understand. What I see today for Chinese today when I did work, when I did break, I just go through some news, me I check some stories. I seen Chinese, I seen the president and then see Dausa and Okpebolo all together with the APC chief, the chairman. They were all together, so I was very happy. But for me, I'm not a politician. I'm just a independent person. I just did in between. I'm not be PDP, I'm not be APC, I'm not be Labour. So I they happy for them. Say they reconcile their differences. So seeing them together. So uh, the other thing I see say the way I see the whole situation now say the election will be very brutal. Of that Labour, I never see anything where Mr. Apata they do now. We go impress me say the election will go Apata way. But the only thing I see now say now the two candidates, the two parties now, now go fight and hard, PDP and APC, and that election not go day easy. For seeing Oshemole with them today, they have to say where they were able to solve their differences. But for me, what I see for camera, but I don't know what they in between them, whether they don't really settle. But if they really don't settle, that election will day brutal, because Edo North, we know that one for sure. Edo North, when Oshomola shoot gun, they're ready to follow. They'll be like northern people. So once they don't go north, like Oshomola, don't go there like this, don't go talk to them, say, now this side we want go, so we want go. So I believe say 100% they go get that 25% for Edo North. That one I'm sure. So that Edo start told they go fight out between uh, the deputy governor, what is the name, Salodion Ogie and Tennis Deco. For Via and also Deco go try. So that election go hard, it go hard. Well, as far as they don't settle their differences now, see, they don't all of them don't they on the same ship now. The election will be strong, not be by talk. The election was strong. So now that was my first contribution. So as the broadcast they progress, I still get more to contribute.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you, Mr. Jaco.
Yeah,
Well, I want to ask,
yeah, brother.
Are you happy? Are you happy with the Mendo Polo and the Deniso Idaosa candidacy? If where do you stand? Are they your candidates? Are they your candidates you have picked? Even if
No,
okay.
you know why I'm happy? I don't want the election to go one-sided. I don't want it to go on one side, say, we just know the winner already, say, na PDP. No, I want make the election just dey balance, say, they go fight am out. Those people go decide. Those people wey don carry their head eat quota, wey no use their head eat iron, go sit down that time, reason their brain, say, they want me to see, may I just still remain the way e be, or there's one just chop today, tomorrow they will start to the hungry again. You know, say for politician to come near you, give you 100K or give you 50K, you use that 100K, 50K now not buy bag of rice. 100K bag of rice now is pushing almost 100,000. You know, maybe they give you 100,000 just a bag of rice. I know say definitely bag of rice will take you more than 1 year, minimum 2 months, 3 months, depending on the way that take the house. You know,
Yeah.
so those people now go sit down now say who they want really choose wey go work for the state, because once they don't come out now, they do debate and those still get chance to ask the question, so and those people go know what to choose then. So if na one sided now, maybe na Mr. Asue go down just dey on board, say APC get crisis, they no wan iron their crisis out, the house still dey court, so the election will just dey one side. Everybody already know say this September don reach, make the man go swear because Asue don already win. So as then that's now don't be on the same boat with Okpewolo. That election not go easy, my brother. We fit talk from here to tomorrow. Shout, hey, as when they speak well, now barrister, now talent back. We all forget all those things. The election not go dey easy because as Oshomole dey on board, there is no way he go down or go win a donut. There's no way he go win that region where Oshomole dey on board with Okpewolo. So I happy like that. Why are they happy? You know, say I not be APC.
Jaco, hold on. Election, they say 1+1 not be 2. 1+1 should be 22.
Mm-hmm.
Now, waiting just make you believe, say, Asue no go win not. Somebody now, we know social media get capacity for not. But the other people now, we get.
You know why? Because I go Aunchi. I know say those city where I enter Aunchi reach. So if you check Aunchi, because I get many Aunchi friends, they for Germany, we did the same workplace here. If you see the way Aunchi people that is I don't know people they always go for election. I don't know are already beef with APC. They won. It can't reconcile. There's no amount of money we will give for that. I don't know where PDP will get vote for a donut. But when it's almighty or than Obi, you know, see win a donut. A donut na very na tough zone for PDP. Even when Shaibu was the deputy, I don't know not that easy. I don't know not that easy for PDP. So it go hard. That is why I thought say I not just reaction and say no we get vote there, but I also say it go hard to win now. As they don't settle now, but like say Oshomole like see they still get grievance, you know.
Okay,
Hello?
all right. Okay, thank you. We want move this matter around. Yeah, we hear you. Thank you for your contribution. We want move the matter around quickly because people many for the house. So get many people to talk to. Captain Barbosa, you did there. I bet you did it on mute. Make you put your own mouth on this matter.
I think Mr. Victor is next before Captain Barbosa.
Okay, sorry. Hold on.
Mr. Victor is next before him. Mr. Victor, are you there?
Mr. Victor.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, you're welcome to the studio once again, my brother. Yes.
I greet you all my fellow panelists. Nice to be here once again. I'm sure it's going to be another interesting discussion today. So yeah, let me start by first of all congratulating APC for being able to at least come up with a deputy to Webolo, which is a step in the right direction, if I may say. But I want to also state that the choice of Idahosa is just, for me, it's a political move. It's a way to compensate him.
Sorry, Victor. Victor, sorry. Are you saying that's not get capacity?
No, I'm not saying he doesn't have capacity. I'm looking at it from the political angle. There's the intra-party politics that is playing out here. During the primaries, there were two factions. The Oshomole faction, which was the support of the Hausa, and the other faction, so people say is the Yamu faction from where Okpebholo emerged from. So, and Dennis, went to court. And from the APC leadership is trying to avoid litigation issues. So they quickly stretch the olive branch to Idausa and compensate with deputy governor. So just to compensate him.
Sorry to break you. He went to court, or he wanted to go to court.
No,
if he had gone to court to file, that means he must have pulled it out.
He filed a suit in court already. So
what's the outcome of that?
But no, I'm sure he has withdrawn it now. You can withdraw the court case. I mean, if you file it, so you can withdraw it, of course. So I'm sure they've reached out to him, stretched the olive branch, and tried to compensate him with deputy governor position, so to calm him down. So for me, it's all it's political mathematics. They are trying to go into the election as a unified house. They don't want to go in as a divided house, which is a good move. But whether a Dahosa is competent, that's a story for another matter. A story for another day. Whether he's competent enough or not competent enough is a different ball game altogether. But with this selection, I think it's more of a political try to pacify the political landscape within the party, so everybody's happy, So I'm sure that is why this has gone the way it has gone. So I might be wrong, but I have a strong feeling that this is a way to pacify Idahosa and compensate him regarding what has transpired in the primaries, because the primaries was handled very, very badly by APC. It was not well handled at all, So I think it's a good move, as you asked me. It's a good move. At least they can go into the elections.
Victor.
It's to pacify with Turmoil, not Denko.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Genesis. So now, Victor, you talk now, say now, Hope Uzodinma kind of case with the C when third runner, the fourth runner become the first runner. I don't forget now. Hope Uzodinma nicely constituent the case of number one, because he came and said Dennis na win. Now, number one and copy number two. Number two coming number one.
Tony, you must understand. Tony, what you must understand that this is a party primary. It's a party affair. It's not an external election like INEC. See, with party primaries, the party is fully in charge. So it's
no. Hold on, party they in charge. Not missing a egg with the fry pan when you turn pan down. How can number one become number two become number one?
What I said before, holistically, the primaries was badly handled by APC. Both the first election and the second one was not well handled at all. So the whole thing was a mess. I'm sure the APC leadership, they realized that the whole primaries was not well handled at all. It was not properly done. We all agree to that. So, and they have seen that a crisis is brewing from this whole thing. So in order to pacify to unify both factions, they quickly extended the olive branch to Idahosa and then tried to bring him on board with a deputy governor ticket. So as they can at least go into the election as a unified house. It's politics. This is politics playing. It's not.
Yes, we see this is politics playing. But I have a question to ask. These two men are members of the Senate and the House of Reps. Are they not supposed to be working? Are they not supposed to be in Abuja trying to put one or two together? For the past 2-3 months, they've been out of the seats, doing nothing. In my own opinion, people can be biased, can say I'm biased about it. But is it the same circle that we want?
you are very correct. I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, there is no law preventing them from exercising their. I mean, they are constitutionally they have a right to contest. You cannot stop them just because they are a member of Senate or House of Reps. So it is what it is. It is they have a right to aspire. So
wait, Victor, this question when my host asked you, I want to quickly ask everybody, make everybody just give me 20 seconds to tell me how they feel. Oga, Honorable Efosa, what will be your take? These two of them not supposed to House of Assembly, they will do the work where they ask them. Quickly, just tell me your take. Is it right for them to contest? If you are there on mute.
I'm in a noisy place, but I'm listening. I'll leave here the next 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
My contribution.
Cause are you being political here? Why you jump to Honorable Efosa? Are you giving people special?
No. I'm not supposed to do my panel, lead
Are
panel.
you giving special? Are you making the third number one, like the way they do it in the political space?
No.
Angry person, you tell him, okay, I'm the deputy, so you stop being angry. That means very soon, the deputy governor of those states will soon be told to become a minister, because everybody that gets angry in front of the camera and threatens with litigation becomes the person that gives him a big pot of gold. So I think I want to go to court. I think I have to. This program we have to go to court, because you are playing in a small gathering. This is how it starts. The sponsor came in as the last person, and you dropped to him. Well, sometimes you have to put the laughter in us.
My host, good evening, please.
Yes.
I just want to say that I think we have a line of people who are speaking, and if you try to indict a party without hearing from the party people, it will be wrong to do that.
Yes, I know. I've seen you there. Yes, well,
I just want to put you in check.
Yes, you have a lot. You have a lot to tell us. I have a lot of questions for you. They can be personal, but they're not going to be personal, because this is not the platform. The question that I gave to Mr. Victor, I'm still going to give it to you, but regardless, Captain Barbosa has been here. I don't know, he has something. Does he have something to say, or he has to yield? But Captain Barbosa, are you going to yield, or you have something to say?
Let me yield for now.
Okay, now back to the APC and back to the topic in front of me here. APC picks Idahosa Edo 2024 Deputy Governor candidate. This is from the Nigerian media Vanguard. Now for Mr. Tukpo, you're welcome to the show. Thank you for coming today. What is going on here? Tell us how you see this pair and how you think is going to make a difference in all that's been happening in the APC.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
Mr. Tukpo, before you go ahead, sorry, I beg, when I wait there YouTube, look at my finger like this, look at thumbs up and subscribe if you never subscribe. Then those who there Facebook, I beg, look at follow, like, and share so that everybody go see this algorithm. Algorithm spread down so much here, because we want really talk about what's in the approve our state, the NAP and KID and the new honorable they're bringing. Thank you, and I appreciate it. Go ahead.
All right. Let me first say congratulations to the person of Dennis, and also thank you for having me, Mr. Tony and Mr. Junior. It is really not easy to go from number one position to number two, but it only shows good sportsmanship, because in the case of politics, there is no victor, no vanquish. The actual people who are the recipients and beneficiary of all these things is the people who they want to govern, except they have thought it to themselves that they are going there for their own selfish interest. Then they will not be able to have a meeting of mind. But there's something I must correct, because I know somebody said that the APC did a bad arrangement with their primaries. Then somebody also said that, I don't know whether the person was talking about Honorable Dennis, how he became number two, and whether he had a court case. But let me clear it. He had the court case, instituted. The hearing was done last week, Friday, if I'm not mistaken. But good to know that we have a president that is involved in the political affairs of the party. So he was able to intervene. The actual reality is that Dennis was, if you use the word compensate, it will be very wicked to say that. He wasn't compensated. The party only told it to themselves that if they go that route of running the course of a litigation, it takes no less than 3 to 5 months. At the end of the day, there will be a verdict. That verdict will not favor Dennis, neither will it favor the party nor favor Okpevolo, because majority of the time they have spent, which they were supposed to spend on campaign, would have been spent on litigation, as well as the monies that would have been invested in a successful campaign. But there's something that we must know. This case, if it was not a viable case, there will be no discussion with Dennis. It would have been thrown out from the very first day it gets to hearing. But because the case is very known to APC that the primary was properly conducted and Honorable Dennis Idausa won it, only for the hands of some mischief makers to conduct another election that brought the chaos. Now, it will be very bad if the party goes into its own mechanism and say they want to reverse to the previous victory. Then there will be conflict of interest. So they must stick with the latter, which is the one that brought Okpevolo. Now, to stick with the latter, you have to now plead with the original winner to find solace with what we come. And as a young man, definitely they must have spoken with him. He's barely 43. If they successfully run an 8-year government, he will be 52 and still fit to run for governor. Even at that 52, he's still very younger than the deputy governor of PDP currently. So there's so much opportunity there for him. And I don't think you should grandstand, or it should be a do or die affair. If you mean well for your people, you can partner with the person sitting, and they too can, deliver the dividends of democracy to the people. Then coming to whether the ticket works, well, I'm not really conversant with the person of Mondo Okpevolo, but I know traditionally he has been in politics for a very long time. Only recently I heard that he was in Abuja at a time with Chief Tony Aneni, and he was the one that brought EJ Agbonaima, who was the former.
Wait, when they say he was with Tony Aneni, like Tony Aneni's son or Tony Aneni's PA, what do they mean? I keep hearing he was with Tony Aneni. Was he married to Tony Aneni? I'm just asking questions, no disrespect.
Okay.
Was he Tony Aneni's driver? What? Why? How can you just say, people don't say he was with Tony Aneni?
Okay,
I don't think Tony Aneni's children were even with Tony Aneni the way they say Mr. Okpevolo has been with Tony Aneni. I don't think so.
Well, my brother, you see, in life there's a plan. There's a plan for succession in every arrangement. That's why you have prejudice. So it's not as if when you want to say he was with Tony Aneni means he was a boy. Aneni was a very big umbrella in the political field, and there were a whole lot of people under him. It's hardly before you find a politician who is above 50 or 60 years who was not one time under Aneni. It doesn't take away their pedigree, capacity, or intelligence to perform. We had Onoli Meme was under Aneni. He was a good minister. The whole lot of people were under him. So if he was under Aneni, it doesn't necessarily mean he was one of the houseboys, or as you want to try to.
Houseboy. I'm just saying when people use it.
Yeah,
I think
as you want to try to.
It sounds derogatory.
I remember when we were young, we heard these stories of people who used to go to Chief Tony's house to help him iron clothes, and some of them became senators. So it doesn't take away the fact that.
Tukbo, so you told us say for a long time, Okpevolo now and then he closes the iron, make her take the position.
No. I didn't say that.
We have to be factual here.
Where did you hear those stories from?
Okay, hold on.
Can you
mute?
Can you prove that fact?
Yeah, the truth is this. We know the boys that were directly under Tony Aneni, the Ogbeshas. They were directly under him, so they can as well help him with house chores. So it's not a big deal to help your leader with such things. It is all part of the training of to become a leader. You must serve before you can be served. So I'm not trying to say Okpewolo did that. He didn't do that. I know people who did. But what I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't matter how you serve under somebody. Under Moses, there was a Joshua. Under Jesus, there was a Peter. They all called him master, and they broke away and became senior leaders in their own ministry and their own rights. So there's already a pattern for leadership, and if there's no leadership arrangement for development, we won't have a good political space. And it is important for us to have people who have served, who understand from the old era to the new era what it means to be a good leader. And then he was a good leader. So whatever he must have transferred to these people must have been good leadership. So let us not say, I'm only saying that what I was trying to explain was that people said he has always been there politically under Chief Tony's tutoring. So I don't know him that well, but I'm just trying to bring a bridge from where he's coming. I know that he was, they say he was the boss of Agbonaima, EJ. So these are all that we are hearing, but I don't really know him that well.
Okay, yes.
He's political. That's what I'm trying to say. He is very political and he's grassrooted. Now, here's the benefit of the ticket. The benefit of the ticket is that there's a pathway for the younger generation, which I've always fought for. Like I said, I know the other ticket or the most influential ticket, which people have today. Both candidates are both 64 years. By the time they are going to be running 8 years, they'll be 72 years. I don't understand what kind of governance is that. I really don't know how people thought of it. I don't know whether there are no younger people between the ages of 35 to 55 that can fill in these slots. Edo is too exposed, too bright, too intelligent.
Okay,
Young men.
Please, Tony, just allow you to speak.
I think the opportunity given to Dennis is a plus to the youths. He's the youngest in the ticket right now. So if he adds value to the ticket, it's not bad. But the truth is that it's not a compensation kind of thing. It's just a negotiation and agreement to ensure that the party can fight for the elections. Prior to now, I was not really seeing anybody that could fit in this position. And a court case is not even the best for the party right now. So if they could resolve and get in the ticket and he's okay with it, all well and good. But I remember that your question actually was that why are these two people, one is a senator and one is a rep member, running for this office? Well, I will support it in the sense that there's going to be an opening for other people to come in. Now, the senator will leave as governor and there'll be a by-election for a new person. The House of Rep member will leave if they win, and there'll be a new opportunity for new people to come on board. The good part is that they already have an experience politically in governance. They already know people. They already understand over time in their course of campaign and everything to become senators and rep member. They have already seen the nook and crannies of the land and know what the people really lack. So, unlike when we say, the question come and say, what it be experience? What it be this? At least these ones have a little experience. They are bringing
Yes. Mr. Flo, I like the way you are digesting it, but you are campaigning.
Oh, sorry. I don't want to campaign. I just want to.
I have a lot of questions for you too. No, you're not going. I have a lot of questions for you to answer.
Okay. Go ahead.
Because the last statement you made, they've been on the floor before, they've been in the house, so it's an experience. It's not to me, it's not an experience when you go a senator that has not passed a bill or whatever these people say they do, you have been a right, and there's nothing that your people have seen you do. If you're a House of Rep member, there's always a session. In those sessions, sometimes they are televised, they are publicized. We have never seen our own. We hardly see our. I think the last time we saw someone speak was almost a day some years back. These men do they go for hearings? We don't see them seated, even if they don't say, even if they just go to say yay and nay. Let me finish. Yes. I'm being honest and factual here.
Mm-hmm.
just for the fact that you have been opportuned to gain power into any of those houses does not mean you have any experience, especially when you have not contributed anything to governance.
Okay.
So you just favored or opportunity. Wait, I have another question for you. I have to say here. We have to correct that statement. It's only to people that don't have knowledge on this that you can tell that because he's a member of the House of Assembly, Neda is a member of the Senate. Neda has not been seen on. Senators were arguing some days ago. Neda was not seen in the room. I don't think he has ever been seen in the room. So tomorrow, Neda will say he wants to be governor because he has been in that room where people are arguing if they receive 500 million or not. Is that experience? No, it is not. Because there are people in that house that pass laws, that pass bills, even if they are not even accepted and they deliberate. If you cannot be a part of that, then you don't have to be there. It is not an experience. So I'm just clarifying that.
Okay.
Now back to my question. I have questions for you. You said the litigation process, blah blah blah. Here he went for this. Did he not know that the litigation process may affect the UPC chances, or did he need to go to court to show them that he's stubborn, so that they can be a brew, so that they can have a resolve, and he can be compensated? Because I do not want to believe. I'm speaking for myself, not for any group. I do not want to believe he does not know. Because if his friends, because I've spoken to some of his friends, and they say they know, they don't go to tell him that his move may cost the party. If they don't tell him that, that means it is a problem. Because he should know that move, the litigation process is a setback for any political party. Number two, he said mistakes in APC, or mistakes maker in APC. That was the word he used, the statement he used. Are these mistakes makers back? Are they the same people in the picture we see in Vanguard or on the pages, shaking hands and applauding them? Because they say it was supposed to be Denko, Denko won it. Now Denko is accepting it. If I win a race, I won't take bronze. If I win a race, I want gold. I will not settle for bronze. Those are the capabilities. That is the character in man. Yes is yes, no is no, regardless of what you want to get. But when you see a man that says he has won gold and he settles for silver, then there is a problem. I am not here to condemn. I am just only speaking because you have given us some statements. You have come to try to educate us. But from what you have said, I have not seen anything that will make me say, yes, you have said something proper. Then thirdly, you said something about emergence illegality that Mr. or Senator Monday or Paolo emerged as an illegal candidate. Does that not show desperation? If you're a senator, you're already a senator, you're already in power. So why the clandestine process? What signs are APC showing us? I'm talking to you now because I know you have defended, you have come to the if I didn't cut you, you have still helped us defending and giving us purpose. Why would the people now want to appreciate an illegal combination? Is that not a problem again for this same party? That everybody seems to know what is right from wrong?
Is it okay to randomly comment?
You talk about age. If these people emerge, we don't know the age. You were easy to hit on Ogie and Barrister Oge and Barrister
I
Asue.
did not hit on anybody. I didn't
You
mention
did not hit on anybody. I didn't say you hit on anybody. You spoke on their age, not more than once. You said they are 64. In the next 8 years, they'll be 71. Mondo Pello, we don't know his age. I don't know his age. We have checked it. I have Googled it.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Not lose your
Dennis, no, hold on. Dennis Idaosa is 43. He's going to be deputy for 8 years if they win. By the grace of God, he'll be 51. Does he still fall under your category of youth having to hold power? So these are my questions and these are my corrections. First of all, how old is Wonderful? Because we know him to follow Aneni. And if you want to follow Aneni, may so rest in peace, was a daddy to all. So if we have a man that's been following Aneni for a while, how old is he? You are in the right position to tell us how old is Mr. Polo or Mr. Mondepolo or Senator or Mondepolo. How old is he? We don't even know.
I think he's 53.
It's not a thought. Let's not be thinking. We have to see what we know. It's not a thought. Let's not. This is live program. We can't say we think.
That's why I said, can I speak? Or you
no, you will speak. But I want you to just give us that answer with one figure.
Which one? Which answer do you want?
How old is Senator Monday Opelo?
He's 53 years old.
He's 53 years old.
53, 53.
53. Okay, thank you. I have been following Aneni for how long?
You should understand my chain of what I've talked about.
Okay.
I didn't tell you him and Anthony are 5 and 6 or they are best of friends.
No, but you said it. You gave us the information.
Like I said, the political circus of Nigeria is barely 24 years. If you minus 24 years from 53, it could be 30. So it's up to the age to follow a leader. So don't mix.
You follow Aneni in PDP or you follow Aneni in NRC? Because if you should know, Aneni was a member of the NRC.
Moderator, I don't think I'm the one on the hot seat.
No, you are not the one on the hot seat. You are defending this. I know. That is why I'm talking to you like this. I'm not defending. You campaigned for us. You educated us. I wrote things down.
You are giving me statements. You are putting statements in my hand.
I'm not putting statements. I'm asking questions to people that have concrete information.
Yeah, that is why I gave you concrete information.
Educating us. I'm not putting you on the hot seat. I won't put you on the hot seat.
Okay, that's why I gave you concrete information. I'm not a friend of Okwebulu, but from what news has, he is 53 years old. And if you minus, like I said, the years of our democracy from 53 is 29. That is a fit and proper age to be under somebody. So if he has been with him since for only the political democracy we have run, it's enough. But that's what I heard. Like, I'm not telling you that this is what he
heard.
Yes, that's what I heard.
But is it proper? Is it proper for us not to know the APC candidates' age? Because you are saying that's what you heard. We found out about other people's age.
See, listen. I told you his age. I told you his age.
Okay. I'll get back to the age thing. So, but please proceed. I asked my questions. I have talked about it. So I need you to please recheck us and rephrase us. Educate us more on those things I talked about.
All right. If I want to go back with where you started from, you talked about whether they've been able to pass a bill or do this. Well, in the current Senate, I don't know if you can point somebody in the current Senate or House of Reps who has passed a bill and what that bill is. Why I'm asking this question is this. Because we watch the Senate, we always believe that what we watch about the Senate is how the Senate, that's the beginning and the end of the Senate. No, the controversies around the Senate, like all the crisis of ways and means, monies, confirmation of nominees, and the missing the budget padding, those are just part of what the Senate and the House of Reps does. The bills, the process for a bill is not what you go to the dance floor of the Senate, to the floor of the Senate and start dancing. You can have people pass bills. The bills go from readings to readings, and it can just be very silent. Next thing you hear of it that is in the third reading. So you cannot take it away from them and say because you have not seen them, How many people have you seen? Can you, like I said, can you just mention one that is okay? This senator move past the move a
Yes,
motion
yes.
because
Adam Toshomole.
See,
No. You said I should
moving.
mention
Listen
one.
now.
I have mentioned
Hold on.
Adam Toshomole.
Moving a motion, and somebody seconding it is different from submitting a bill.
Everybody cannot pass a bill, but you have to be in the house.
Yes, that's why I'm trying to
be
answer
active.
you that it doesn't take away because you are trying to do it as if it's a
I
competence.
am doing it as it is, my brother.
Hold on.
You cannot say you are a senator, and even your people, the people of your state, do not know you. The only time they know you is when you have emerged as a candidate of one of the parties. You are an APC senator.
But I'm just explaining this fact.
No, because I am telling you for my own opinion.
Yes.
I'm trying to tell me that you don't have to pass a bill or seconding whatever.
No. Stop catching what I am saying. Stop catching.
No, don't
I'm
defend.
explaining.
You know what you are doing? You are defending what you can.
I am not defending. I am telling you.
And if you see,
when you want to make a case, you should go with the details of the case. You should not go with the surface.
There's no case.
Hold on.
It's just that we have not seen a man somewhere.
If you have a problem with the candidate, because if you don't let me speak, it's like you have a problem with them.
I don't have a problem with anybody. I'm not talking about Dennis. Dennis is the deputy. Dennis is the deputy. Dennis is not the candidate.
This program
Deputies can be changed.
This program.
Moderator. Hello, please. I want to beg you for one thing. Now, one of the things we make me on the show be this more daily brand now because we last say they do work of PDP now for them now.
He ask clean questions now. Not be asking questions.
No, he's attacking me.
The question is getting out of hand now. It's like more than 30 minutes now. It's like we are doing the work of PDP and APC. Let's go round now.
That is it.
The age, the time, the this. We are only praying for those who will work for those states, not the age. Who says Papa or it's 100 years? For me, I don't care. But let them work. The one that will make the state a living place for the citizen. That's what I'm talking about.
Good.
Moderator, let the guy answer your question one by one now.
No, yes, you answer my question, but see, I know what he does. He's defending something that I try to tell him. If you have facts, tell us. Don't defend. I am not here. I ask the questions. If I know, I will ask you. I don't come here to ask.
I need to be sure which of the questions you are trying to get at because you have asked 3 questions. I have them in my head. I'm trying to process them.
No, but you are trying to defend because I'm speaking for PDP.
If you do not give me the opportunity to answer, let me tell you, like the Constitution, the first the thing that guarantees your Constitution is the right that the Constitution gives to you as a citizen. So on this program as well, the thing that guarantees my attending this program is the right you give to me to speak. So if you don't give me that right, it is as if I'm not supposed to.
On the floor, but they're saying I'm fogging it. But when you tell us something that is not fact,
what have I said that is not fact?
Something that is not fact.
What is it that I said that is not fact?
You said I should call a name of somebody that's been in the studio, a senator. I said I don't. I said no, Shomole.
My co-host, sorry, may I come in here? Tukbo, sorry, I beg. Yeah, a lot of people they enjoy this topic, and a lot of people they wait on the line. Tukbo, just give us your take in 1 minute 30 seconds. Because a lot of people they wait. I beg, no verse.
Very important. Okay. On my take on what exactly, so I can be able to quickly wrap up.
Yeah, what you talk?
I said my take on what exactly.
The questions we just ask you.
Okay, good.
Which did not pass. Like a minute 30 seconds.
Okay, quickly. I wanted to say, the ways that bills are processed in the house is different from the ones we watch on TV where people are just shouting. Those are motions that are moved or seconded, maybe by virtue of you want to suspend, you want to do this. But a bill takes a whole lot. It goes through a legal process, a lot of writing. So these people have done bills. You can go to the Senate. They have their website where they show bills that lawmakers have done. But I don't know, in the last 4-5 months, it has been political. So definitely the politicians will be distracted. You understand? So I understand where the moderator is talking from. Then on the aspect of the election, or rather the case, they say number one become two. Why does he accept, or the mischief makers? Benin they talk and say, now man to the cause that they bless. The people will go fight you, and see them go feel help you later. So, and in politics, there's no permanent friend, no permanent enemy. If the party is able to come together and resolve, and the person is in question is willing to accept, I don't think there's a big deal. What is important is, can they deliver on the dividends of democracy? So that's what we should be discussing. I think I've lost my chain of thought on the last question. So maybe I will allow some other people to.
Thank you. Before we move ahead, nowadays, YouTube, I'm gonna click the thumbs up and subscribe if you know how to subscribe. And nowadays, Facebook, I'm gonna like, follow, and share. I beg. Now, since we see comment, now when they watch us, the live session on our own, now can comment and get and do us now like comment official your live session. Everybody read them. I'll go read them out if it's sweet. Thank you so much. Back to my host. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chukwu. I like, yes, that is, I'm not being biased. We are here to be educated. We are here to know. We are here to support. We are here.
Mr. G, can I just say a word before we continue?
Okay, please go ahead.
I want to quickly say something. Just a word on this age and youth o'clock thing that keeps creeping up. You see, the last time I was on this show, the age thing came up again. And like I said, I'm not the type that likes to knock anybody down based on his age, gender, or religion, especially when it comes to politics. Because the way I see it, age alone is not enough, and being just youthful alone is not enough, So I think that for me, let's try and look at candidates holistically, based on age, competence, whatever criteria you want to use to assess a candidate. You don't just give me the impression that because this person is young, that makes him the best person. I want to just make that clear that we should not.
Nobody made the statement of whether somebody is young and
no. I'm just speaking generally.
Confusing what we say here, so that we don't.
I'm just speaking generally.
Yeah,
no, I'm not referring to you, my brother. I'm not referring to you.
Okay, Victor.
No, why did you answer? Why did you respond to him? He said he's not speaking to you. He's speaking in general.
No, he said the age of youth o'clock came up, and I know.
Yes, he was going to.
He was Benin.
Please, you have been an advocate of age.
Yes,
I'm not an advocate of age for in a bad way. I'm an advocate of age for generational shift.
Yeah.
No, I said the last time I was here on this show, the issue of age came up again, and it's coming up again today.
No,
so I was just
trying to make a general statement. I only just made my opinion that for a young man on the ticket,
age is good.
It's an idea. Listen, sorry.
It's good
for a young man.
Victor, one after the other.
Okay, let me just
one after the other.
I have not finished. He interrupted me.
Yeah, so because you were trying to change what I said.
Okay, let Mr. Victor finish.
Like I said, the young man on the ticket is just an opportunity for young men. That's what I said. It's an opportunity for young men to come in. I didn't say anything that is a better person than
I didn't say you said so. I have not said you said so. I have not said you said so. You are just getting unnecessarily worked up.
No. My people. We are here in one voice. We are here together.
I'm not getting worked up. I don't like people changing what I say. Say it as I said it.
I didn't change what you said. I didn't refer to you. I didn't refer. I was making a general statement.
Okay. Victor, I don't come inside now. I beg. Victor.
I have something to say. I've been raising up my hand.
No, Mr. Concon, wait, please. It's not your turn yet. Yes, you came late. Just be in line. Okay, please. Respect.
I beg, Victor.
I'm just speaking generally on the age thing. Let's not overflog the age issue.
Yeah, Mr. Victor, understandable. But it's not, we shouldn't still sweep it under the carpet.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that we should look at candidates holistically. Age inclusive.
Age has to be a factor also.
Yes, it is a factor.
Because of involvement, not involvement, involvement.
But let me say something. Is it not funny now that when people complain about Tinubu's age, it was swept under the carpet. Now people are not clamoring for age.
Who complain about Tinubu's age? Who complained
during
about
the
it?
election?
It was just one set of people, and we know the people that complain about his age. Let's not
What?
the set of people. It was a group of people, a movement that propagated the whole age thing. Because
that's what I'm saying. Now, that's what I'm saying. That in this Edo election, what I'm saying is that while I support age, we should not make age the center of attention. That's what I'm saying. I'm all for age. I'm all for young. I'm all for youth. But I would say because
capacity, capability, character. Right?
We should look at it holistically. Youth inclusive. It's a factor. Yes, I agree, but it should not be the center of attraction. That's all I'm saying.
The two governors are not young. It's neither the center of attraction here. You are the one trying to flog it. Nobody has stressed on it. The candidates are not young.
No, but Apata is 51. Apata is young. And you say Paulo is 54. So you're a younger.
But if you want to go by my own discussions that we have had before, now I told you I don't believe in people who are above 50 with this in my current statements.
Yes,
but that's a different ballgame. You have passed that already.
So. But which of course nobody falls in that category.
Exactly. So,
but you still have a choice.
That's why I said that the young man on the ticket is still good. That we still have young people in the ticket. I didn't say it's the best. You know, Apata is going to come up with the tomorrow and 40 years.
Tupo, you make yourself clear. Everybody don't understand what you talk. Not my host.
Sorry.
My host wants just to get the facts, and you don't make the facts clear.
I like to be educated. We want to be
yes. I'm hoping that Apata can bring a deputy that is 39 years. That's what I'm looking forward to right now.
Yes. Wait for Labour Party to shock us. Wait for what Labour Party can. Maybe they will bring somebody 25 because it's nothing wrong for a 25-year-old or 29 to be deputy.
My host. I want to quickly touch everybody for this topic show. Touch everybody around for this.
Yes, that's why I'm looking around. Mr. Johnson has not said the word. He has just been giggling. Mr. Osa has yielded. Who do we have in the house?
We have Conglo. We have Conglo. We have.
Do we have Conglo in the building? But Conglo has not indicated he wants to say anything. Please.
He's trying to say something.
Please, if you have to say something on the right part of the chat box, the private chat, indicates. Let us know you want to say something. I'll put you on the list. The next person here is Mr. Concord. Mr. Concord, your hands, I see. Are you available?
Yes, I'm available.
Okay, please give us your suggestion and what you think.
Thank you very much. I heard somebody say something about Benin Edo people are very smart and wise, and we shouldn't be, if I understand the statement correctly, we shouldn't see that the two PDP coming out with PDP being the governorship candidate being 64 and the deputy being 64. To me personally, I have a very big concern with that. You know, all my days in Auchi Polytechnic since 1999, I have followed PDP. I would say probably due to my father participation in the PDP, but I followed PDP and I could say in one way or the other, I participated in PDP and I paid my dues in PDP. For me to see that I was excited for Asue being the candidate, but for me to see his deputy, another 64 years old man, and currently serving as the SSG, to me, is a slap, and I'm very, very disappointed, and I'm even ashamed of myself to call myself an Edo man, you know, because the reason I said that, I don't even know what to tell my own son, that you look at the whole of Edo, from Benin all the way to Esako, you will tell me you cannot find a 50-year-old man or a 35-year-old man who is capable, who has accomplished a lot to pair him with Asue. You know, it tells me the nature of the greed that these people have. It is hard for us to accept it. But to me, to see a current SSG who has served as a commissioner, yes, people will say he's coming with a wealth of experience. Experience my food. When he was a commissioner, did he serve in a particular position before? So I think personally that Obaseki has really break PDP. It's hard to say, but he has really condemn PDP. The chance, I think, if Labour Party or APC, come up with a very good somebody to pair their candidate with, I think PDP is going to lose because Obaseki now look at the legacy group. No single person from the legacy group did Obaseki even consider to be the running mate to his. People might say, oh, because he's looking for a loyal guy, a loyalty or whatsoever. Yes, when you have devoted your time, your money, your energy to a party, only a party should reward you. So my point is that PDP have really. I'm not even going to.
I want to ask you a question, sir. Thank you for you give us that's a good one. The question is when.
No, I'm coming, moderator. Let me finish. I don't want my word. I'm not even going to encourage anybody that I know in Benin to vote for PDP with this current ticket. I love Asue as a person. I just wish that he has picked somebody else younger than him, at least 8 years younger than him. That way, you will see that you are bringing people along. You are making sure that everybody is together. Not bringing another person that is currently serving, that have served two times SSG, former commissioner, to come and pair with him.
Okay,
it tells me what Obaseki is up to.
All right, Mr. Concord, back to the questions, because when you guys say something, I write it down and I like to ask from what you say. When Lucky Benedio was governor, when Dr. Osumbo was governor, how old were they? Do you have any? You say you've been in PDP since the 90s, right? Or 99, right? Do you remember their ages?
I can't remember their age, but I know Lucky was very young.
What do you mean very young? What do you mean very young? What do you mean very young?
Well, probably Lucky will be in his 40s then.
Okay, what about Dr. Osumbo?
I don't know if Dr. Osumbo.
Who was Dr. Osumbo's deputy? That has to be Lucky Maswe. If you don't know, who was Lucky Maswe? How old was Lucky Maswe?
Lucky Maswe, when he was his deputy, I'm sure Lucky Maswe should be in his early 50s.
Are you guessing or you're just saying
No, in his early 50s.
How old is Lucky Maswe now?
I don't know.
How old are you? How old are you when you are giving people 40 years, 50 years? 50 years was born in the 70s.
Maswe is not 70 now. Maswe is not 70 now. What are you talking about?
So how old was he then?
So if you calculate the years, Osomole did 8 years and they did some 16 years. So Maswe is not 70. That's
so
what I said.
It's 16 years from what you think. That's what I'm asking. Because you are saying this one is. I'm not defending.
No, as a moderator, you can calculate that and get there.
No, you are being the PDP.
No, you put your point across. No, moderator, you put your point across. Not asking me how old is this, how old is that. No, if you want to say something, you put your point across. That way, I get your point. I'm saying that as a PDP member, I'm disappointed in the fact that they brought that 64 years old man to pair with another 64 years old man. As a Benin person, we should, as an Edo man, we shouldn't be happy with that.
I'm not going to talk about anything. You indicated that you are an ardent PDP member. You have been there since the 90s or whatever.
I didn't say 1999, so 1999, 2000.
Good. That's the inception of PDP. So if I ask you a question about your party and you cannot give me facts, then what do you want me to say? I'm asking you questions about previous governors. You are condemning their acts now. I'm asking, when those governors were there, how old were they? You are giving me speculation. You are giving us. It's not me. We have a lot of people here listening. That's why I always ask the questions to you guys. When you talk, I listen and I write. And I ask questions from what you say, not what I have said. So if they're condemning this act, how were they, the previous ones that you want them to emulate, how old were they? You're telling me to go and do the math for you. I'll have to do the math for PDP, APC.
In the next 4-5 years, I'll be my 50. And I will tell you of a fact that, to me, it is a shame that my generation When I mean my generation, I mean my age. We don't even smell the office of a governor or a deputy governor.
That means Mr. Tupo was right. Youth o'clock. But you people did not agree to that. You people did not accept that. When we came with the youth o'clock topic.
Not saying you people. I've always been.
No, you are a PDP member. The PDP has picked Asue Godalo, and you have supported it. Why did you think of the youth o'clock syndrome when it was picked? Why you never spoke about that? You still agreed here today that Mr. Asue Godalo is your choice. Picking a deputy that is 18 years old does not make the governor your age mate. Regardless.
Okay.
So why do we like to pick?
Look at what happened. Look at what happened in APC. Denko took his nomination form and seek an interest to be the governor of Edo State. He was a youth. In PDP, I don't know of any 40-something years old man. I don't know if there was any. Please correct me. I don't know of any.
It was what? Come
on. Any 40-something years old man. Or maybe I'll say reggae. Well, reggae. You're right. Reggae is there. But no, reggae is there. But all I'm trying to say is this. All I'm trying to say is that I was thinking that at least the governor should have looked towards a 40-something years old to pair with Asue. That is just my point. I'm not happy.
Is it why we hit it on the age thing? When somebody has said it age. When the APC came with a youth, everybody complained. Now they want the PDP to do what you people complained about the APC. What do we want? The people don't even know what we want. That is why we have leaders like that. When it comes to Edo, I've told people, when it comes to Edo belongs to us. We should go beyond party lines. What makes Edo best will make all of us proud, regardless of party. So if you want the best, first take off your party umbrella or your party gear and look at the possibilities of the best happening. A youth emerged and the youth went against him. The other party brought an older person and told us he had credentials, he had a big resume, and he had capabilities. Now we are saying it is no longer the capabilities, youth is not involved. But you guys have been condemning the youth. So what do we really want? Tell us. We are contradicting ourselves. And you know, the posterity is key. These things we are saying here is like saying something on national TV. We must know what we want and what we say. We are all here for each other. This is a platform for us to be heard, for us to come, have one voice, and say it as it is. Some people are more politically inclined than the others. Some people are more educated in knowledge, having vast knowledge in politics than others. We are all here to learn. But there's something we should do. We should know what we want. That is how we start. We must know what we want. They pick up a youth, everybody complains. Denko practically was Dennis Idausa. I don't like to call him Denko. Vibrant youth, 43 years old, perfect age. He's even a right in the House of Representatives. He had the best chance for the youth to have a representative. Well, yes, the governor, okay, Edo State, we're putting Edo State first. Now they say they have a barrister, yes, big portfolio, antecedents. Now we are all complaining that he brought another person. Does it really matter the age of the deputy? Deputy governors have not done anything. They are not power positions. You can see what's happening to our current deputy governor. Right now, I don't think Edo State has a deputy governor. Let us not even play politics. Because he's either going to court or going to media houses. I don't think he goes to his office or he does anything regular anymore as a deputy governor. If the governor has to go anywhere, The handing over the deputy governor might not even be there. That's just the basic truth. If there's a hand, he would always hand over to whoever wins. But if there had been this ground truth like this, the deputy governor will not be brought to hand over. So let's talk about the main point. The main point is, what do we want? Who do we want as a governor? Bringing an 8-year-old to be the deputy governor is just a figurehead. He's not going to do anything. What do deputy governors do? So first, let us know what we want. This is not the show. This is the show for the people. But I just try to make everything.
My host. Conglo hand has been up since.
Yes, I know that. I know that before Conglo. I think there's somebody after Concord. I was trying to clarify.
It's Conglo after Concord, then Josie Large after Conglo.
Yes, I know.
So no network issue. People are dropping back and front. So
sorry about it. Yes, but we come here to educate. I say it. This is an educational thing. We bring out what we have in our hearts. But I beg people, anytime, because it's a show that people are listening, we should all state facts. Coming here to say what is not fact is not proper. We have internet, we have media, we have details. When we come here, we educate ourselves with facts, no propaganda. So who we have next is, I think is
Conglo.
Is Conglo. Conglo, yes, Conglo, my man. Conglo, you have been away for a while. Are you there with us?
I've been kind of down with the flu, so that I'm just trying to recover now with antibiotics. Good evening, everyone. I really appreciate this platform. I just want to formally just say thank you to the brains behind those that came up with the idea of this platform. Is very educative. Like, I really learn a lot when I listen to the big bosses that I hear, and I just want to appreciate you guys just before I kick off. And that's for one. I would just like to quickly borrow the words of Adams Oshiomhole. I think he used that a couple of weeks ago when he was talking on China's TV, and he was like, we're all humans and there's no way we can ever reason the same way, but at the end of the day, let our reasoning come to the common good of the general populace, if you ask me. As of today, I'll be very, very honest with you, sir. As of today, you might hear a bit of switch in my kind of analysis. I'm not really happy to be an Edo person in terms of the political landscape that we're having today, and I'm not even proud of any of the political parties candidates, to be very honest. Like, I'm not, including that of there's someone I really supported so much, which is that of Denko. I don't believe there's anybody that has been speaking here today that any of the political, like the APC in particular, I won't want to go to that of the PDP, can talk and sound as much as anybody that has been speaking on this platform each. Let's take age aside. Let's remove age. There are old people. There are people in their 70s that are idiots, that are foolish. They are old fools. So also do we have young fools. So at the end point, age is a factor, because when you have age, your innovations and idea will probably be young, but we should also couple that with the ability to deliver and have good intentions in general. That's the way I see it. For myself, I'm a bit very much disappointed in the APC. I won't lie to you. Then you see that also being the deputy governor is not going to make much effect on that ticket, believe me. And there's going to be, I can see, I'm not a soothsayer, but I can see a potential rancor within the APC in a couple of months if they eventually clinch the tickets.
Why are you speaking Congo? That is, you have gone cold. You used to be this vibrant, yes,
because
you see the way it is. Things don't have to go our way all the time, but we have to show support. In my earlier statement, I said, when it comes to elections, in the best of the countries, when they have elections, everybody that is eligible is needed to participate. Sometimes it doesn't have to be my candidate is not leading the race, is not leading the flag, or it's not the major flag bearer. But for the fact that you are leaning towards a certain political party, you have to face their ideologies and say, okay, for the fact that my candidate is still supporting the candidate that is holding the flag, I have to go for it.
I'm not so sure now which of these the medieval philosophers was talking about ideologies like this. I could have someone I follow, I could have a mentor, I could have a role model. I don't need to agree with every single thing they do. If you understand me. Today was the first time I heard Modokewolo talking without looking at his scripts. I was embarrassed. Like I'm being very it's sad that I'm not a party person. I was just supporting them because
Congo, sorry. No
It
verse too
seems
much.
this
No,
moderator always get excited when they talk bad about APC because I see him laughing now. He's not attacking.
Who, me?
no.
no, I'm not trying to attack the APC by the way.
No, me? Are you talking about? Are you talking to me, Mr. Otubo?
I'm talking to the moderator.
No, I'm not. Congo ignites the room when he walks in. When Congo speaks, he ignites.
The PDP sympathizer. Now he be the moderator.
Congo is a solid APC. In our previous programs, Congo came and he lit the place up and he made us believe that APC had something special. But for him to speak like this now, I'm in shock because you cannot give up because he's giving up. Laughing because the president of it's like Mr. Flynn saying what Congo is saying. He's giving up.
Yeah, because I try to be very objective with myself. I'm still very young too, and I have a future ahead of me. If we don't learn to tell ourselves,
we look at it this way. Sometimes it takes a deputy to power to boost the principal. Sometimes, don't you think? If as Denko being a deputy, even though we think that being a deputy is a figurehead, don't you think he could boost Mondokpolo's outcome, or he could boost Mondokpolo's morale to do better than people learn every day. Whether you hear him today and he might not be reading from a script, he might have a lot of things in his head, but giving up is not an option. No one
are you saying to boost morals of people that were able to sabotage the whole primary electoral process? Is that the kind of people you boost their morale?
If I say such now, they will say I'm supporting PDP.
No, but that's the truth. Like if we don't learn to so I had a conversation with I think it's Mr. Tony. We had a private conversation. You know, there were some bitter truths about Denko that I had to say out. It hurts me to say it, but I had to. You know, partisan politics, we're all political animals by nature, but when you begin to play partisan politics, sometimes it can blind you from seeing the true reality of life. The same thing happens with, you know, when you're a religious person or when you're a bigot as well. Pardon my choice of languages, please. I'm just being expressive. You know, these things happens over time. You must just learn to say the bitter truth. Sometimes it might not be conducive enough to say it in public space, but we just have to be real with ourselves. Who do you want to? Do you know how much billions these people pulled out just for primary elections that created that distractions?
Well,
let's just pray. I'm sorry, sir. Let me just quickly make this submission, sir. Just this submission, Mr. Tony, before you proceed.
Okay.
In 2013, I was having a lecture with my lecturer. He looked at me in 2013 and he said, "Stop praying for Nigeria to get better. Pray for yourself to get better."
Where's the lecturer from? What school is that?
University of Benin.
The lecturer is a wicked person. So
that was in 2013, and I'm not sure that ideology has changed that much now.
Country. Yes, because a better country.
No, you know why? Because sometimes when you think about these things, sir, you just get discouraged. It's sad. It's sad. Mr. Tony, I will take your question now. Sorry, sir.
I should make the disappointment for Okpebholo they read from paper. We saw Asue Godalo on national TV. They read in bio, in date of birth from paper. I don't understand that guy yet. So don't worry about Okpebholo. We have bigger fish to worry about. The Mr. CV that reads his own CV from paper. You get to understand that these people are not ready for us. And we ourselves not ready for them. Because I can see people campaigning without not verifying. So, Konglo, go ahead. Don't worry. Thank you.
So sometimes there is not everybody that is like someone like Oshomole that is that gifted to talk and just talk on and on. When Oshomole was very active and vibrant, he literally talks for 2 hours and almost not talk off points. Not everybody has that gift. Not everybody has the gift of eloquency. It doesn't undermine your ability of analytic reasoning. I was in Asue show with Iranomigo, the comrade show, and I saw him jotting down to take questions. Just a couple of questions, like 2 or 3 questions. It doesn't undermine his ability to critically analyze situations. The same thing, the same characteristics I see in someone like Denko. Denko might not be someone that is academically smart like that, but in terms of critical analysis, sorry, sir. In terms of critical analysis, I think is very good there. So at the end of the day, I don't feel say as when they look paper, I don't feel say now because I don't think it has anything to do with his ability to his logical capacity. I don't think so. It could just be that's his best way of being retentive.
Can I ask something there? Don't you think, see, because sometimes pressure can be created from style. What I mean style, pressure can be created in certain environments from style. Don't you think if maybe Dennis Idaosa was more vibrant or active, or he went for more interviews, he came out more often than just having to have people go around with him saying they want to agitate for litigation? Don't you think if he had taken interviews in certain media spaces or public, the APC wouldn't have done this clandestine?
God bless you for that question, sir. I was on this boy's show. I'm trying not to promote or talk about other people's show. One of these PDP boys, Albert's show, and we're discussing politics. And I told him something. I know Denko on a very close range, but sometimes these big men might not have the opportunity to listen to you when you have reasonable submission to give.
Yes.
And I told him one thing. I was like, the biggest challenges he had in this election was the fact that he didn't build his media confidence. That was Denko's biggest challenge, if you ask me, in this election. Honorable Dekeri literally goes to Arise TV and speak jargon. And with due respect to people that are from ESACO, but he had that confidence to approach the media. You can't shy away from the media in this contemporary age. You can't.
That's what I thought. Because if you had done it,
you can't. You can't. So it was one of so there was not really much to project about him from himself. It was more like third parties having good things to. Denko antecedent as a rep member for 4 years is mind blowing. I tell you. For a man that young is mind blowing. But I think at his team just didn't put it well up or prepare him up well enough for the media that they could won an election hands down. The only problem I had was if it was Buhari, I would have even advised someone like Deku not to take the deputy governorship slot if it was Buhari that was the president. But I know that Tinubu would never allow him to win the court case. And I think the decision he just took now is probably the best for himself.
Thank you, Konglo. I'm just going through the messages on YouTube. Yes, thank you, my people on the YouTube for the questions. And yes, because I see Paul Iselobo. He said the person who spoke before now is very correct. Passing a bill is different motion. Yes. Osare said age discrimination, also known as ageism, is a systemic stereotyping and discrimination of people based on age. Daddy KX Scott said, let's not major in the minor, please. I don't know what that means. Osaro said, what does the constitution say about age to run for a governor? Those are questions we need to know. This is a learning process. This is a school. This is a school that we have all come to gather or to gain knowledge. Theophilus Dogawe says, I am Labour deputy. I don't know if that's a joke or that's authentic. Paul again says, you people forget about the age. We need people that can transform the state for us. Basic. We need the people with character, competence, capabilities. Age can be a factor. Sometimes when we speak about age, the older a person gets, yes, he can acquire wisdom, but he gets tired. When I mean tired, I'm not talking about these people right now. So when age is comes as a factor, they'll be like an old man, an old man. That's why people use age. For me, having a young governor or an old governor or a Muslim governor or a Christian governor, no matter the demographic, we need the best for our state. We have great minds that can come together. And all I want, all we need is for us in this program. And for those people out there who are probably working and cannot be with us to discuss on these matters, is to have a place on that stakeholders table. Because every time before politics, the youth come together, they have shows, and you end up having disgruntled people. Like, I am not pointing or using words. Please forgive me if you think I said anything negative. I heard about Obaze. He does not know me, but he's a famous dude, and they say he's a PDP. He's a PDP. Obaseki's friend. I heard they say he's disgruntled. He might feel disgruntled because he feels he doesn't have a place on the stakeholders table. The people of the state need to connect with the government. And that is why sometimes people agitate for younger persons, because the younger person would understand what the generation understands. That is why I always say the communication between the younger politicians and the people should align better. The younger politicians should have more support, especially if they are competent and they can deliver. These are just my opinion. I am not speaking for any group. I am not speaking for people. I am just only saying we need a best Edo. We need an Edo that we can use to give an example in any part of discussions, home and abroad. Let me go back to reading more. Gabriel said the current speaker is a great analyst and a brilliant dude. Obaseki has used greed to decapacitate our PDP. Paul said, allow people to speak their minds. You don't force words into them. Okay, I think they had a little bit of talk there. Paul again said, Esa will vote for Asue because of Obaseki. Kola says, how sure are you with the choice of Oge as DG is Obaseki's sole decision? Now, I will digress a little.
Yeah, let me come in here, please.
Yes, I'll get back to you. There are still stories, underlying stories, that these candidates have been picked by godfathers. That is a topic for another day. They said these candidates, all the candidates that are emerged has been picked by godfathers. That topic we'll discuss in our next episode for sure. But now let the viewers, the people in the studio, who's next? Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Josila is next.
Okay, Josila is next.
Yes. Josie, are you there?
Josie, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry, Josie, I apologize. Sorry, please. Nice to hear from you, brother.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, go ahead. You can give your submission, Josila. Thank you. Network. He dropped. Somebody wanted to talk just now. Is that Victor?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I've been listening lots to what a lot of people have been saying here. Let me just stress this again. This issue of deputy governor choice from political parties. I'm going to speak generally now, not any political party, just general across board. You see, first of all, we have to first understand that these are elections.
Hello?
It is not a job application.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I thought I was speaking, but I'm hearing some other speakers speaking.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Let me let you go.
Yeah, just like I go. You drop for a minute.
So that I'm not biased. Before I speak, please. This is my very first meeting here. I want to know. I just want to know the true ideology of this platform, just so that I know how to proceed, please. What is this platform about? Please, just be open, be honest. I just want to, so that I can speak my mind. I'm a very practical and pragmatic person. I don't have time to be sugarcoating anything. I will say it as it is, but I want to know so that I don't hurt some feelings. And that's just it. Please. Thank you very much. Moderators, this question is to you guys.
Thank you very much. This is, first of all, this is, we call it Upper Reporters and Talk. It's a program where we discuss our unbiased and unreserved opinion on the issues that affect the social, political, and economic welfare of Nigerians. But here we are streamlining it down to Edo State citizens. And regarding that, why I'm streamlining it down at this point is because we have our elections forthcoming. We are lucky. We are a unique state.
Hello.
Our elections don't come in at the same time with the general elections. That is something special people don't understand yet. So when it comes to Edo elections, it gives the people time to focus, to think, to make proper decisions before picking a governor or a leader for the state. So the platform here is for us to discuss how we can make our state better. Yes, we want the politicians who are getting paid to do so, but the words of or the voice of the people are the voice also called the voice of God. If we can all come here, have one voice, and speak on a path, there's no way our leaders will not hear it or they will not get the information we want. So the platform here is to discuss. The only things we don't do is we don't use certain harsh words on other candidates or other people we don't go around blackmailing people. We don't say things that are not fact. We are open-minded. We say things how it should be or how it is. We are not here I and my co-host, we are not here
Let me find my charger.
Platform. We are here to bring everybody, bring your comments, bring your suggestions, even bring your points. If you support any party, you support any person, share it with us and tell us why you think
No, it
we
took
should
this people yesterday.
I hope I've made myself clear, sir.
Thank you very much. So at this point, I'm going to have to be very, very plain with my truth, and this is my opinion.
Thank you.
And while I say this, I want you guys to understand that I'm speaking only. I'm only bothered and concerned about the interest, the development of Edo State. Anything outside of that, I will not be a party to it, because I have heard some speakers trying to paint white to black, trying to paint black to white. Why they see the truth? As Nigeria is today, I think this country has the economy, the system has been bastardized enough for people to start speaking truth to reality. Truth to reality. That's the only thing that is accepted. That's going to be accepted going forward, because our country is sinking. Thank God for the government of the day, if you ask me. Thank God for the government, because Edo State so far is doing better than a whole lot more other states in Nigeria, economic wise, education wise. Things are beginning to come up. I was in Edo not too long ago, and I'm not so I'm impressed so far with the waiting. This is not about paddy again, my paddy. Listen, we want our state to move forward so that development can come in. With the recent activities that has been going on is bringing our state down, and I'm surprised people are not saying that. I heard some people say, oh, they talked about this person has destroyed our party, legacy party, the other one part. No, anybody who is fit to move our state forward should please lead us. We should come out of all these shenanigans, these things that keep bringing us back. We were born and raised in Edo, in Benin, in other parts of Edo State. We saw beautiful Edo State as kids. But over the years, what has happened? Things has retrogressed. And now we are saying it's time to move forward. It doesn't matter. Somebody's talked about age. Age is not a guarantee for wisdom. Let me just tell all of you. Age is, I've seen young people that are idiots. I've seen older people that are idiots. That is not what we're concerned about. Please move our state forward. In the coming days and times, months, weeks, we are going to be coming out with our whole truth. For now, I think it's still too early to. I don't want to talk about candidates yet, because left to me, I know. If you ask me, I know I can see who has the light. I can see who has the vision for the states. But for now, I think it's too early for us to, because a lot of things are going to change in the coming months and weeks. A lot of things, people are going to realign. There are going to be a lot of realignments going on. So while we speak, let's please, I'm saying this, I just want us to have a proper sense of direction. Let us focus on just moving our state forward. Forget your paddy. If your paddy is going to do well, if my paddy is not going to do well, I will tell him. So that we can have a better Edo state for all of us tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Josilaj. Yes, you have given us you have opened up your heart. And this is what we want as well. This is why we are here. This is why we take our time to sit for 2 hours or more to discuss about what we want in Edo. We have people at work in different parts of the world, on YouTube, Facebook, interacting. We all think this is a form of appreciation. When it comes to election seasons like this, there's a bond, there's a unity amongst us. This should linger. And when they see that the people are stronger, then they begin to work towards our reasoning. That is what I see in politics. That's what they call it politics, because they are friends. When they have parties, they invite themselves. When they go into secret places, they make decisions on who wants to sit on the throne and whatnot. But they know they can't do all that by themselves. They need the people. They need the people to make their choices. And that is where we come in. So if we have to be disunited, then they have the upper hand against us. All I want is an Edo that works. I'm not doing it because we are not here because we want to get paid or want to get more likes or want money from, or we want some relevance or we want some position in government. No. We want a part on that table where stakeholders are. When I say we, every member of the youth, every member of every Edolite that is not in active politics, we should have something there that the people can get from every 4 years. Because at the end of the day, it's easy for people to say, yes, I was in PDP, APC for 8 years, yes, since 1977, yes, he was this, he was that. Ask yourself, what did your community get from that? Some of the roads are still bad. Some people use personal water, which is borehole system. Our educational system is private schooling. Our security is going down the drain. So what is it that the government can? Air is free. Air is free. So what are the things that we get from taxpayers, from paying taxes and being a part of Edo? What are these things that we get in return? Fine. Mr. Josila talked about the party government in it. Yes, a lot of people would not agree to it, where certain people remain at the helms of affairs and they make all the money and they share it among themselves. He says it's no longer that. But the people want to have an impact in their lives. The government should come to tell us enough of these big manifestos. They should ask the people, what do you people want? And the collective people will tell the government, we want 2 things in your 8 years. Either you boost security to to a very large amount, or give us an infrastructure that we would use to upgrade our lives. That is where we stand. We want us, the people, to have a connect with the government. When I say we want a place on that stakeholders table, I'm not saying they should make me a commissioner or pick one of us here to go and sit with them and be a part of them. No. We want them to come close to us. It's not only before elections they come into our interviews or they go to the studio to tell us yes, or try to eat corn with us or eat rice along the road with us, or won't come to the places where we hang out and try to belong, try to tell us here they are part of us. And after elections, you don't pick calls or you see 50 military men before you get to them. That is not, we cannot continue like that. We want a better Edo. We want an Edo where we can reach out to our leaders to tell them this is what is affecting us economically, socially, politically, and more. We have reached our 2-hour mark. I don't know if my co-host has something a roundup to give. It is, if he doesn't, my co-host, anything you have to say?
Yes, we have Agu in the house. I want Agu to quickly chip in some things. Mr. Agu and Mr. Osa network is messing up. You know, it's connecting from Nigeria. Nigeria have a very bad network. I want them to quickly chip something. We still have like 5 minutes before we hit our 2 hours mark. Agu and Osa, please, if you guys can handle it 2 minutes, then I'll use the last 1 minute to round up.
Thank you for letting us speak. I think I came to the show a little bit late. And I would like you guys to give me a little bit update on what we guys are talking about so I can.
We're talking about the combination of DECO and Okpawolo of APC.
Okay. For me, I mean, let me not say, to me, I don't know why APC will have to pick the Okpawolo as their candidate in the whole Esa land. I mean, even to me, I believe Denko himself will not pick Okpawolo as his running mate. If you leave it to him, you know, I mean, I'm hearing people saying that Asue Godalo cannot articulate himself. I mean, look at Okpawolo. He couldn't even articulate himself while speaking. I mean, we don't want people that will bring back lions and tigers back in the streets of Edo State to beat up our mothers in the market. Edo State has been relatively peaceful with Agbero situation for a while. You know, some people are typing out that Obaseki has destroyed the state. He hasn't done anything. And that's a big lie. And that's why when Josie spoke, I was impressed with what he said about the state. Edo State is one of the 5 most viable states in Nigeria that can pay their salaries without federal government. If that's the only thing the governor has done for 8 years, is a lot. A lot of states bigger than Edo State that make more money than Edo State can't even pay 20,000 naira minimum wage. Obaseki pays 40,000 naira minimum wage. You know, so to me, when it comes to if Oge is the real candidate, PDP is picking as deputy. I mean, Oge is a well-qualified politician. Asue is not a politician, so you need somebody that is grounded, that can help him with the political side of things in the state if they win. Then when we keep talking about young people, there are a lot of young people in government that really didn't do much. Till today. We can talk about Dino Malaya. They were in their 30s when they got into government. We can talk about Dimeji Bankole, the first young speaker under Obasanjo. He didn't do anything. He went there, he looted the government. I mean, there are some young people that are okay, that will be okay, but to me, age is not a problem. Look at America. Look at the 2 main presidential candidates. They're in their late 70s and mid-70s. So what are we talking about? You know, I mean, if you look at Obaseki's government, 99.9% of his cabinets are young people. From beginning to the end, they are all young people. They're in their 30s, their early 40s. So what are we talking about? If you have 2 older people pulling the saddle, then the younger ones can follow up. When you talk about looking at Denko and Okpawolo, I can bet you they cannot run Edo State. If they win, we will all be here and talk about it. They will not be able to run Edo State. We know that. If Denko, if Prophet, I would have rather they pick Professor Osumbo and Denko as his deputy. That would have made more sense to me. Oh, that's my opinion. Thank you very much.
I go thank you. Osa, Captain Osa, sorry, Captain Babusa. Are you there? If you're there, on mute. I know your network for Nigeria, they really affect you. But if you, okay,
Yes.
thank you. I
Can you
bet
guys hear me?
we can hear
Yeah,
you
we can hear
clearly.
you.
Clearly.
Okay, because it keeps going in and out. The internet is a bit of an issue. Okay, anyway, for me, I think the election should be issue based, and this narrative about whether he's young or old is neither here nor there. The reason I say that is yes, we want someone who is younger, but on what ground? That's just preference, if you ask me. I prefer someone who has more experience, who can move the state. Well, no, I don't think Edo State is at the place. Nigeria as a whole, we're not where we need some sort of fancy young dude. Yes, I like APC for bringing their. I think they brought their best candidates forward in the persons of Mr. Monday and Denko, Mr. Idausa. I think that's their best. So let's see how it goes. But I don't want us to turn this election into an election of age grade. You know, we become ageist, and it's kind of discriminatory if you ask me. Why are you going? It's just a preference. So if we want to talk about age, so why don't we have a female deputy, if that's the case, if we really want to balance the equation? So let's be careful how the narrative surrounding this election. It should be issue based. How do we move Edo State forward? Let's focus on the issues and not the age or the outgoing governor. Governor Obaseki has done his own, so he's on his way out. So let's focus on the issues: insecurity, how to make the place Edo State attractive to investors. Those are issues, not age. What has age got to do with it? As long as the man still has the wherewithal to run for election, and then he meets the criteria provided for by the Constitution. So how are we disqualifying anybody? It doesn't make sense to me. That's why I've just kept quiet, about this whole thing since we started this discussion this evening. People going talking about age. What has it got to do with it? Let them come out and tell us how they want to move Edo State forward. That's what we want to hear. So I'll leave it at that for now. Please, let's moderator. I will beg that we should minimize how we discriminate.
Yes, that is. We cannot stop people from being the discriminatory part. But we try to be analytic. Like I say, on this program, we are beyond boundaries.
Yeah, but we have to point it out when someone is.
A lot of people, there will be ups and downs. Yes, somebody can say, yeah, the last caller does not know what he's saying. He should keep quiet. Those are how they react, especially on the social media platform. Those things cannot be corrected. But all we do is let the voices heard. If anybody has a fact, or you feel you know better, be bold enough. Come into the studio. Tell us what you know. Educate us. We are here. I am here. Myself, my co-host, and a lot of people are here to learn. We are lucky at this age and time. There are forums like this where people can come to discuss things affecting them directly. If we had this over the last 20, 25 years, by now we'll have better or more improved. I wouldn't say the candidates are bad now. We'll have an improved society. Social media is a gift, although it's also a cost, but it's a strength. It gives us strength for a lot of things like unity and education. So please, we cannot all control everybody's emotions. We cannot control how people think or reason, or we don't expect people to reason like us, but we only expect them to come. And when you come to a school of the hard thoughts like this, you will learn. When you come make interactions, we know how to we'll all learn from each other.
Okay, so can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So that's it. I think my suggestion would be this: going forward, so that we have headway. Let's start putting issues on the table.
Thank you.
You know, let's start putting issues on the table. Let's start addressing issues. Otherwise, we'll just spend time and time without addressing anything. Let's start putting issues on the table, and perhaps that may even bring people out of these various camps to come and discuss these issues with us. But when we keep talking about aid, age this, age that, we've seen old people who have failed. We've seen young people
And,
who have also
and let me not
failed.
cut
So
Captain Barbosa off. The man that built the Singapore, we are all screaming today. He was in the 70s. The Singapore is one of the greatest
exactly,
countries
how old was
in Asia. He's
how
in
old
the
was
70s. The younger guys
how
couldn't
was
do
the
it.
owner of KFC?
Thank
So
you.
you don't tell me about age.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
it's really
yeah.
offensive.
But you see, when discussions happen, something leads to another. That is why people, everybody has a right to say.
And when we start, and sorry to cut you, when we start talking about achievement and development,
Yeah,
saying,
yeah. Not everybody that's achieved before that can do it again. Some people
no,
have.
what I'm saying, no, what I'm saying is that when you talk about what people have done, we are talking about borehole. What is borehole? Borehole is not anything. You can't be saying borehole is something great that you've done. We can't be talking about borehole in 2024. We need to talk about how you can move the state from A to B, not building borehole and paying free school buses. That is not how a government should run. We're talking about how you're going to take the revenue of the state now, the way it is in a good place, to a higher place than the way it was when you came in. Those are the things we should be talking. Those are the things we should be putting on the table to talk about.
Another thing I want to say something also quickly. Sometimes we are so quick to look at who is on top, like who is the governor or who is the deputy or whatever. We look at the head, but sometimes you also want to look at the team that this person has put together, because it's a team. You have to bring together a competent team to work with, because when you are there, you can't be everywhere. You can't do everything on your own all the time. But the team you put together, speaks volumes of the kind of person you are. Some people put teams together to pay political favors. That has, some. I'm not saying you shouldn't sometimes empower political party men or whatever, but some of our leaders rely too much on that. They give sensitive positions to people because of political patronage or what have you, but not because of this person is competent that can handle this thing. So we should also, also pay more attention to the kind of team that this person is putting together. So I think that matters a lot too. Because I see too much, a lot of cabinet, a lot of appointments, even in the Tinubu government that are just there just because of
political gratification.
Gratification, exactly, not because they are even competent. So at the same time, if we are looking at the leader, let's look at the team he has put together.
Victor, sorry, we are running up now. But Jacko, you did push for one question. But 1 second, so that my host will round up, because we don't pass time. Jacko.
So I bet maybe you not vex because I want sleep, so got time for sleep. I want to ask the previous speaker say Obaseki they pay minimum wage. Is minimum wage minimum wage an achievement? I want to ask that question because that get me so upset when people talk about minimum wage of a thing. I don't know. So I want to ask
Okay, I will have to answer you because I was the person that said that. You know why I said that? Because Edo State is the only state in Nigeria that pays that. Even Lagos State, that is so rich, cannot pay. It's not an achievement, but it helps and Obaseki pays his workers 26th of every month, which other states cannot do. Wait now,
Mr. Abed, let me just
question.
yeah. You answered it. I have gotten the point. I have gotten your point now. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm listening.
No, go ahead.
I said, okay, I've picked your point. Okay. The other question is that I want to say this before I leave. Even when Asue win or whoever win, I can see the youth in Edo State, we, the Edo citizen, We are not ready for change because the way we are all just prisoners. That's all what I see here. Because I listen to every speaker in this house, and the way it's like we are being in motion when we talk about these politicians. Like this one is that, this one is that, this one has a reputation, this one has a degree, this one has this.
Jacko, we'll get to
My
round up.
my pain here.
Let me finish, please.
Let him finish, please. Let him
My
finish.
my pain here is the Edo citizen, both me here. We are not ready. We are not ready. Even because if we are to pick the right person, we have to ask the real question. What will you do for the people? Not your qualification, not your age, not where you
So
come
what
from.
do you why
What
do you
will
think
you
that
do for the
why do
people?
you think they're not asking that question? What will you do for your
Abu,
yeah.
Because
let him finish. Let me.
because why I use that speech is that because I have been to a lot of platform. We the Edos, I think we have 80% of our citizens. We are all praise singers, political praise singers. This one is that. This one is that. Even Mondo said, "I'm a pure Benin boy." Even Mondo said he cannot speak, but you can believe tomorrow Mondo can be the best governor that Edo State have ever dreamed of. Forget about he can speak or he cannot speak.
No.
Who will put
You
Edo
have to
State in
show
the right
you
track?
have to show your
That is my
antecedent.
concern.
Let me.
That's my
Mr.
concern, not
Jacko,
his qualification. He
Mr.
has
Jacko,
this, he has that.
Mr. Jacko. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Yes, I like this as you have said, but every politician, it's not about being praise singers. Everybody that goes into politics, even those that don't have intentions of doing anything, if they are asked, what would you do? They will tell you things they cannot do in their personal business or the things they have never ever done in their lives before. They will promise you because you ask them. That is wanting to let the people or the question to give a result or an answer. They will tell you, yes, if I come in, I will turn water to wine, I will walk on water, I will feed everybody with 3 fishes and 2 loaves of bread like Jesus. But these people need to show us first what they have done before. That is what we are saying because everybody has said the same thing. Sometimes if you check APC, Labour, PDP, they are all saying the same thing. Tinubu promised us everything. And he's in power now. So when you want to say we are praising us, we should be asking what they want to do for us. No, that is no longer the question because they have these things that they tell us. It is written down in every politician's head. What you should ask yourself, Mr. Jacko, can you fly a plane?
no.
So good. If you cannot fly a plane, that means you cannot fly a plane. You cannot promising people that you will fly a plane.
Yeah,
So
I'm sorry.
Is what can you do?
Yeah, but I said, why I'm sorry.
And what have you done? It is not
Yeah,
about what you do, because everybody that wakes up tomorrow or has a belief that tomorrow is a good day, they will say, I will. That's where procrastination becomes the problem of the people or some people. Tomorrow I will build, tomorrow I will buy, tomorrow I will turn Edo State into magic. They have all promised us about turning Edo State into magic.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I am sorry. You remember, why I'm very angry whenever I go to a different platform like this? Because I can remember last time for when Obaseki was coming, I printed a t-shirt, I printed a cap here in Germany, where I live here in Stuttgart. So if Obaseki takes almost 4 to 3 years to put a Kewan role in order, I can see that there is no those state governor among the ones that can make me convince again that they are ready to work. Even he has degree or whatever. But my own fear is when are we going to realize that for those citizens to stand still and say, we need a governor, a person that will work for the state.
How can we,
Forget is the people.
how can we
That
do
is
that?
my pain. That's my fear.
Okay,
Because
okay,
now,
Mr. Jacko Junior. Wait, let me ask you one question. Okay, who is that person that you want to that you think that can work for the state?
Who do you think? Who's
think?
your choice?
Tell us. Who's your choice?
let the citizens, the Edo indigenous, not the Edo in diaspora, Edo citizens that live in Benin, that live in Edo state, let them ask these people, this individual, what will you do for us? Not on TV, not on platform. What will you do for us? I can say the major problem we have in Edo State is we that live in diaspora. Because I live in diaspora and I'm not feeling the heat, but my parents, they are feeling the heat, the bad government in Edo State. But my pain is that majority of our brothers and sisters that live in diaspora, they are the ones doing this pressing. I was once a pressenger for Obaseki. That was why I regretted. That is why I so much regretted it. That when I went to Nigeria last time, I was very disappointed. All the promises, all the promises he made for Obaseki, all the millions, all the billions, all the revenue that the allocation he got from the federal government. I cannot see one tangible thing apart the renovation of the secretariat. I cannot see one tangible thing that Obaseki did for 8 good years. And there are some people, there are still some of our citizens here in this platform that is still preceding Obaseki. That one just came inside is paying minimum wage. How much is the minimum? It's just to 50,000 naira.
No,
if you live in diaspora, it's not to 50 euros.
Mr. Jacko,
So that's
Mr.
not very
Jacko,
hungry.
you live in Germany. So are you saying,
No.
wait, do you know, wait. Are you saying that the German politicians they don't campaign on things and don't do the things that they say they would do? Are you saying everything is 100% in the wait now?
Let me tell you, if a politician, let me tell you, I live in Germany. You can't compare Germany with Nigeria.
That's
Where I
what I'm
live here
saying
in
now.
Germany, the council, listen to me now, the council where I live here in Germany, since I came to this region here in Stuttgart, any government, maybe CDU face, the next election is going to lose it. The citizen will come out en masse and say, we don't want you anymore. But in Nigeria, we still have follow. We have a lot of follow.
Okay, that
infrastructure.
government you're talking
praise
about,
singers.
is it continuous government?
Yeah.
Is it a continuous government?
No, it's not a continuous government.
Wait now, is it one government that came in and did everything in 8 years?
Yeah, listen to me. There is a plan.
No, there's a plan.
Listen to me. It's a plan. Listen to me.
Let me give you a breakdown of Obaseki's government. Yes, he must have done some things, and there's some things. Do you know where he took the revenue of the states to? Or where the revenue was before?
What did the revenue do for the life of the common man in the street? Revenue of what?
Wait.
Yeah.
Do you know what see? Everything is not about doing road, doing borehole. Do you know they do what they call human development? There's some things that he has put in place. You live overseas. There's some human development things that you use in that overseas that you're using to enjoy what you're enjoying today in that same Germany you are in. Everything is not about road and Obaseki did not do road. But he's doing the road.
Everything is not about road. Okay,
no,
what is the basic amenity for
let me ask you one question. Let me ask you one question. If the road, if Lucky had done the road that he was supposed to do, as government is continuous, and the next government does, and it gets to Obaseki's turn, you want everything that's been dilapidating for years to be fixed in 8 years by one person.
But what was Obaseki's promise? Listen, I was talking about. What was his promise? What was his promise?
Even in Germany, it's not everything that the politicians tell you to do.
Piro, hold on. Please, Jacko, tell us what
was his promise? Yeah,
tell us what he promised.
Obaseki promised. I can remember. I am 4+4. He promised those states will have light. He promised 200 Edo job, 200,000 Edo job. He promised Gelegele seaport. He promised a lot of things. In short, I cannot recollect now.
That Gelegele seaport you're talking about now.
No, Piro, hold on. Let's take what he promised. Gelegele seaport. Are you aware that they almost signed that contract? Gelegele seaport is not. Wait now. Wait, Oga, wait. Just pause now. Sometimes make we cool temperature, make we understand where we did. Gelegele seaport is not what you do in 3 years. Lekki seaport. Do you know how many years it's been running? First, you have to get the people
And
on ground.
that wait,
As we speak, is no longer
that Gelegele seaport is no longer under Obaseki. You know that. Let him know that first.
Please. One at a
No,
time.
it's not. It's not joint. It's not
Gelegele
state.
is not.
Wait, Biro. It's not joint. No, it is not joint. It's not state and federal. So that tells you
Who is speaking? I'm
has
sorry.
been put into
Hello.
that.
I'm sorry. Who is speaking? Is that
This is Captain
Odiano, sir?
Captain
Babosa, okay. I am
No,
waiting
Captain
for
Babosa.
Odiano, sir.
Yeah, Babosa.
I am waiting for Odiano, sir. You are PDP, excuse me, you are PDP supporter, am right? Am I right? Obaseki supporter, am I right? PDP supporter, am I right?
PDP supporter. No, I don't even
So
know. I don't know him.
I want to leave now. I want to leave. I want to ask my last question and leave. I'm sorry, Mr. Do.
Mr. Jacko, calm down, please. Okay, you know
Yeah.
what? We know you guys.
I am sorry.
No, it's okay, Mr. Jacko. I've been enjoying your contribution. This is it. This is a platform for everybody to come and tell us what they want. But you know the truth. Today's episode has ended. We have exceeded the 2-hour mark. We will come again on Friday. Yes, we will come again. We'll be here on Friday. Again, there are some people that are giving us issues that they cannot attend because of work time and the current time in their country. So I think we'll have to alternate to Sundays, but it has to be on the people's request. If your Sunday is available, or if I think maybe for Sunday after 8 p.m. Nigerian time, everybody's at home resting.
I will be with you guys for a long time because there is a lot of things I need to clarify with Mr. Janose and Mr. Olosa because I'm really ready for them in those three praise singers.
What do we do now? What do we do?
Praise singers of failures.
Trying to give you facts, my brother.
Praise singers of failures. Praise singers of failures.
You're overreacting.
Brother.
You want to turn Edo State to Germany in 8 years. We have to be realistic.
I was Obaseki praising that. I am very angry. Really.
I'm here. Edo State and run for office.
Do you know that your anger? Do you know that your anger may be misplaced because of lack of information?
That's right.
What kind of?
Okay.
Exactly. That is why we are here to talk.
Mr. Osa, Babosa, Mr. Agu, Mr. Jacko, Mr. Odiano said we will do this some other time. Before I leave, I have to give my African proverb. It says, if you close your eyes to facts, you will learn through hard accidents. If you don't listen to facts, if you see facts and you close your eye to it, or you don't want to, you will learn through hard accidents, through the hard way. That is the proverb for today. So I thank you all for coming. I thank you all for giving us your 2 hours, your more than 2 hours, your suggestions, your likes, your shares, your views, your comments. And thank you all for being on the show. And we'll reach out to you guys in the next future for the next episode. I would say for the people in the studio, Mr. Victor, Captain Babosa, Mr. Agu, Mr. Odianose, and Mr. Jacko, they're all in different parts of the world. I say thank you for coming. Mr. Paul Faith, people at the YouTube comment section, thank you for coming here. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for everything.
And if you click like and share, thumbs ups in YouTube.
Don't forget that part. Click the thumbs up on YouTube. Click the like and share button. Click the subscribe. Share it. Let's get viral. This week, we will have everybody come to the studio, and one day, very soon, we'll have Mr. Obaseki to come here to tell us what he did for Edo State, because I think the media shows a lot of negativity or positivity or otherwise, so people don't know. Don't need to elongate. Thank you for coming. We say have a good day, have a good week ahead of you. See you on the next.
All right, everybody, bye bye.
Thank you,
Mr. Jacko, hope so on Friday. I'll be here.